folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated. Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including FOREX, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Tom here from Simply Forex. I am with you for the next hour, 50 minutes, hour or so, guys. So it's your opportunity to get as many questions over to me as you like. Guys, a little bit about me. So I've been trading for over 15 years now. I trade Forex. I also look at some of the commodities, oil and gold. I keep a close eye on the indices, little bit of look at Bitcoin, don't really trade it. And also, guys, what else? Yeah, and that's basically it. But Forex is what I trade. So any questions, guys, please get them over to me and take advantage of, my years of experience, all right? And you can ask me, it doesn't have to be a specific currency pair. It can be, guys, if you want to ask me about a currency pair that you're currently in and you need help with or want to, understand if it's a good idea, then you can ask me. But you can also ask me, guys, about anything. You can ask me about trading psychology, money management, strategies, techniques, support and resistance levels, price action, market structure, anything you like, guys. All right. So I'm all yours for the next 50 minutes. My channel is Simply Forex. So you should see on the screen, guys, somewhere at Simply Forex. All right. So that's my channel, guys. So come check it out as well. All right. Kadri, FX3, that pound CAD trade he called last week was amazing. Thank you, Kadri. I shall pay you later. That was a good trade, guys, pound Canadian dollar, and literally touched our target and came storming down. Let's take a quick look at that. Yeah, so this was our target here, guys. Yeah, and we were just trading from in here. So, yeah, that one hit target, but, we don't buy into resistance. And this area is now resistance. And why don't we buy into resistance? Because this happens. Yeah, resistance equals sellers. Yeah, if I'm buying, I do not want to see sellers, I must say. All right, so a good trade on pound Canadian dollar. What else am I looking at today? So euro yen. I'm looking at this trade, guys. So if we start with the day chart, all right, and then we can understand it better. All right, so on the day chart, guys, the day chart is my torch in the darkness, my shining light, my compass, my direction for the day. Okay, so I do what the day trend tells me. All right, but there's other things I take into consideration, but generally speaking, I'm trading with day trend. And as you can see, guys, this is in an uptrend. All right, we've got higher lows, higher highs. Okay, so we are in an uptrend. You do not need to be Warren Buffett to see that's in an uptrend. And euro yen broke nicely out of this area of resistance. So it's broken through this resistance. Potentially, it could come back down to this gray zone and come back up. All right, so this is the trade idea we're looking at. If we drop down to the H4 now, though, guys, I've entered this trade. All right. And it was a bit of a H4 trade. Okay. So yeah, this was a H4 trade. All right. Euro yen. Because if we look at market, just look at the structure of the market. Yeah. What's the trend? It is in an uptrend. So daily is in an uptrend. H4 is in an uptrend. Okay. You know, straight away, by following this, you are putting the odds of success in your favor. The probability of having a successful trade, if you are with daily trend, H4 trend, H1 trend even, you know, you are putting the odds in your favor. Okay. So basically, we're with H4. I got a nice bullish H4 candle. Yeah, this is a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. Yeah, it's engulfing this one and this one and this one. You know, it's bigger than the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish candles. So this tells me buyers are back. All right. Hence, I traded this one, guys. All right. So yeah, buyers are back. And I'm looking to take price back up to this level. I'm looking to take it up to 159. All right. So that's the idea. But there's a couple of things I'm aware of. Yeah. So first of all, I'm aware that price hasn't come down to this gray zone yet. All right. It might not, is why I traded it. Okay. So price might just come up from here and carry on, you know, potentially upwards. All right. But if price does break this level, yeah, I'm in a buy trade at 158.60. So I'm in a buy trade here. And if price does come down and break this low, this is not a stop loss. This is a sell order. It's actually called a sell stop. All right. So even if price comes down, it will pick up my sell stop, which is no problem. Most people use a stop loss and they are out of the trade, but I will use a sell stop. Okay, price comes down a little bit further, yeah, and then what I'm looking for is just another bullish reaction. So in this gray zone that I've highlighted, if I get another, let's say we get a H4 candle, green H4 candle that looks like that. My trade idea is still to go long because of the day chart. Yeah, remember the day chart, guys, is still telling me to buy this pair. Right, that hasn't changed. So if I come down, this sell stop is now in profit. So I will close this sell stop, once I get a new bullish setup, and then I will move my sell stop back down to here. All right. And then the idea will be I'm stilling this buy trade. You could add another buy here. So this will be buy 2. And the idea is still to come back up to these last highs. And what gives me the confidence to do this is the fact that we are with day trend. All right, guys. So that's exactly how I will trade this pair. Yeah, so that's something called hedging, guys, which I talk a lot about in my on my channel. Okay, so hedging. Yeah, we hedge a trade. Rather than using a stop loss, we use hedging. All right, and if you'd like to know more about hedging, guys, then come check out my channel, Simply Forex. Okay, I believe my channel name is there somewhere, I think. But yeah, it's called Simply Forex, guys. I think it's in the video title. You'll see Simply Forex. Simply, not simple, Simply Forex. So come check it out, guys, if you would like to know more about hedging. Worst, you know, or I say worst case scenario, if I don't get hedged, no problem. I don't want to be hedged, guys, because that suggests my analysis was wrong. But if it doesn't get hedged, it will just come up and we'll hit target here. You know, no problem. The idea of hedging is that you are not going to get into a trade at the perfect price or on the perfect candle. You might need 2 bites of the apple. Yeah. So you get in here, doesn't work out, comes down here, you get in again. This time it does work out. All right. So that's the idea about hedging. No one gets the perfect entry. No one. Yeah. All right, guys. So that's what I mean. Euro yen, I'm looking to buy this pair as we speak. And guys, don't be shy. Ask me questions. At least say hello. Say hello, Tom from Simply Forex. How are you? So yeah, come and say hello, guys, and leave a few questions. Yeah, your questions are my fuel. I'll show you another trade I'm looking at today as well. But, you know, get your questions over to me, guys, and I'm happy to answer them. Yeah, take advantage of this time we have together. Sounds like something I would say on a romantic dinner. Anyway, another trade I'm looking at potentially, guys, is this. All right. So Euro yen, I am in this trade. All right. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Okay. I also like this for a potential setup, but it hasn't quite broke yet. So yeah, if we go to the day chart, guys, this is what I'm seeing on Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. All right. I'm looking to buy this pair. So why am I looking to buy it? Well, let's start with the weekly chart first and foremost. So we're gonna try this right now, guys. I'm gonna ask you a question, and you are gonna answer it. Yeah, it's a good way for you to learn what we're looking at on the chart. Okay, so let's try it. All right. First and foremost, guys, looking at the weekly chart, I want you to tell me, well, the question is, what is the trend on the weekly chart of Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar? What's the trend? I'm going to have a drink while you answer. What's the trend of Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar on this chart? I'll give you a minute or so to answer, guys. One of you has to answer. It's like being back at school. Bullish. 6 speed. Thank you, 6 speed. Bullish. I would agree with you. Yeah. We have got, yeah, at this point here, we're in an uptrend, right? We got higher highs. We also have comes down, creates a higher low. So at this point, we are in an uptrend. Yeah. So price hasn't come up, yeah, as yet. All right. But it hasn't broken this low. So as long as this low here remains and never breaks, we are still looking to buy this market. Yeah, we're in an uptrend. Okay, so that's what we're seeing on the weekly chart. Okay, we're now going to drop down to the day chart. All right. Next question. Same pair. We're still looking at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, but this is how I trade, guys. I look at each time frame. I do a top-down approach, yeah, to give me as much information as I can to take a trade. All right. So the next question is, what is the trend of Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar on the day chart? Andres uptrend, Brian bullish. Good. But now, what's the trend now, guys, on the day chart? Hung low. Teddy, yeah, correct. All right. Okay, so now Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar day chart. What's the trend? I'm going to keep drinking my vodka. Okay, Andres is uptrend as well. Bearish. Okay, yeah, this isn't clear cut. This isn't clear, that clear, but I will show you. Okay. All right, so Andres is uptrend and Brian has said bearish. Okay. So if we follow, get one of these magic pens. You see this magic pen that I've got? It's not that magic, like it doesn't do anything magical, but it does draw, yeah, which you need a pen to do. And I always encourage my subscribers and people who I mentor is if you're not sure about structure, start drawing in the higher highs, higher lows, etc. So if we start up here, yeah, right at this point, downtrending. Yeah, we are downtrending, lower highs, lower lows. But when we're in a downtrend and it stops making lower lows, there's always a red flag that trend could change. And then as soon as we get this, trend has changed. We are now in an uptrend, higher highs. Okay, but then price comes all the way back down to these lows. Okay, and for me, okay, let's carry this on. And then there was this last low here. Yeah, there was this area through here that was holding, and then price has broken that. So right now, I would say higher lows, higher highs. We're in an uptrend. But also, guys, if I clear this away now, we are in a range. Yeah, basically price is doing this. Okay, so the idea for this Aussie dollar New Zealand trade is to buy it back up to the top of this range. Hence my blue line. My blue line is my target, guys. I always have targets before we reach the support or resistance level. Makes sense. If I'm buying this market, I don't want to see any sellers. And in this gray zone are sellers. All right. So this is an uptrend stroke range. So I'm interested in buying this pair. If we look at H4 now, you know, we've just had this bullish candle form. All right, we've just had this bullish candle form, and I think this could be a good catalyst for this trade. Let me just show you this as well, guys. All right, I'll be looking for a little retrace on this trade, because if I enter here, yeah, I realistically need to put my stop or my hedge below here, and the risk to reward isn't great. You're probably getting a little bit under 1:1. All right. So that's the first thing to consider. Does the trade make sense from a risk to reward point of view? Secondly, if we drop down to the H1, I've done this grey box, guys, because I call this a box of indecision. And what do I mean by that? Basically, you are getting sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers. Yeah, there's no real direction here. So what I want to see, yeah, is a bullish break of this box. Yeah, if we get a candle like this, I would enter this trade. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what this next hourly candle does. If we get a wick that closes back into this gray area, yeah, it might come back down to these lows again. Yeah, I need to see a break of this box because this price action is crappy. It's going to use a slightly stronger word, but yeah, it's crappy. So I need to see a break of this. And then if you think about it, guys, you know, with the H1, if we do get this bullish candle, yeah, let's say we get this bullish candle, we can now look at a different stop. On the H4, I would need to put my stop down here. This here is the last H4 swing low. But on the H1, yeah, if we look at this, remember I still need a bullish candle to enter. This is the last swing low. So I can put my stop here and I actually use a hedge. But I can put my hedge or stop loss, whatever you use, in here, guys. All right, so that's what H1 allows you to do. Yeah, it allows you to tighten your stop losses, but according to market structure. It makes sense to put your stop loss or hedge below the last swing low. All right, so I'm keeping an eye on this Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar trade and potentially looking to buy it back to the top of that daily range. All right, so we'll keep an eye on that, guys. Right, any other questions, guys? No. Okay, so what else am I looking at? Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of questions now. All right, let's have a look at this. Right, question time. Right, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. So if we look at any New Zealand pair, yeah, we are seeing New Zealand dollar weakness. Yeah, New Zealand dollar weakness is rife in the market. All right, whatever reasons that is for, I don't care. I just follow structure and price action. Yeah, I don't care if it's about the interest rate, the CPI, inflation, maybe something to do with the dairy trade. I do not care. All I care is what the chart tells me. All right, I am not a fundamental trader. So, looking at this New Zealand dollar Swiss franc pair on the day chart, yeah, I'm going to give you 3 options, guys. You need to answer. All right. So, would you buy New Zealand dollar Swiss franc? Would you sell New Zealand dollar Swiss franc? Or would you stay out of the market? So you've got 3 options, guys. New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, looking at the day chart, would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? Give us your answer, guys. So I'll give you about a minute, guys, to answer. So 6 speed, I love the name, 6 speed. Nick, sell. I has 3 pair. Lucky you. Stay out. Ryan, sell on a pullback. Hassan, buy after this candle. All right, interesting. All right, guys. So we've had a bit of a. Some people are saying sell. Some people are saying stay out. Some people are saying buy. Yeah. And the crazy thing about trading is you could all be right. But I'm going to tell you how I view the market. Okay, undisputed sell on pullbacks. I would agree with that. So we need to understand this thing called value. All right. So whenever I trade, I am looking for value. Yeah, let's be honest. Whenever we buy, whatever we buy, a house, a car, I don't know, a watch, we're looking for value, guys. Yeah, we don't want to pay top dollar for anything. So value is the word we're going to look at. All right. So value is this, guys. We're clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, clearly in a downtrend, and it would make sense to sell this pair. All right. But I am not willing to sell this pair. Why? Because of value. Yeah. We're in a downtrend. That is not in dispute. Yeah. Weekly will be in a downtrend. Daily's in a downtrend. We've even got bearish candles. Everything is telling us to sell this pair. And it could go on and carry on down. It could. All right. I don't care. What I care about is value. So if I start selling here, yeah, if I start selling here, realistically, where could you put your stop? Yeah, on the day chart. Really, you got to start thinking about this last swing high up here, or the moving average 20. We put it above there. You're going to have an incredibly large stop. I know we can enter on the lower time frames and shorten our stops, but this is just to give you an example of value. Now, imagine this. We all know we want to sell this pair, but let's say price comes back up to potentially this level here. There's a bit of support there before. Perhaps this could be resistance. And then we get a bearish reaction. then if we start selling from here, there is value, V for value, all right? Because you could put your stop just here, yeah, and take price lower. And then your risk to reward starts to make sense, yeah? This is your risk, yeah, and this is your reward. Yeah, you start getting value. The trade makes more sense. It makes you more comfortable to trade it. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. Some of you said it, guys. Pull back and then we can sell. Stay out. I agree. I would stay out until the pullback. All right, and then I would start selling it. Hassan, interestingly, said he would buy this candle. Okay, so yeah, so let's think about that, guys. If we think we're going to get a retrace because something is so oversold, then a buy trade makes sense. Yeah, it would. Yeah, I agree, Hassan. That would make sense. But I need to have rules in my trading plan. All right. One of my rules is to be with day trend. Yeah. I need to be with day trend, especially when I hedge. Yeah. So by being with day trend, I increase the probability of success. Yeah. If I go against trend, I am decreasing my probability of success. Yeah. I'm trying to push up against sellers. Eventually, you're going to find a seller. Could be here, could be here. We don't know. But you're going to see a seller. So I want to wait for that pullback and then be with the sellers as a collective. I do not want to start buying this retrace. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't. Depending on your strategy, you can do whatever the hell you like. But what I'm telling you is it reduces probability of the trade. So I want to be with trend. All right, retrace somewhere and back in. And then when I get these retraces, guys, what am I looking for? So generally speaking, I'm looking for, let's say we want price to come back up. This looks like a nice level here. Yeah. So let's say price builds back up. We said we want to pull back. We'll wait patiently for a pullback. You know, Hassan saying we could take profit here. Yeah, maybe you could. I want to be with trend. So once it gets back up to a gray zone, then what am I looking for? Yeah, because price can hit a gray zone and just keep coming up. Yeah. So once price gets to a gray zone, what am I looking for? I will tell you. So you are going to be against H1 trend. Yeah, you are. If you get a retrace, you're going to be against H1 trend. All right. So remember, day chart is telling us to sell this. H1 trend is in an uptrend. All right. So all I want to see, guys, is for this trend to change to a downtrend. So maybe price does this, it comes up to this gray zone, and then bang. Yeah, we get a break of a low on the H1. Yeah, and therefore a break in structure. I start selling here, put my stop above here, and the idea is to take price back to these lows. All right, so that's all I'm looking for, guys. It's not rocket science, yeah? If something's too oversold, don't keep selling it. Wait for a retrace, yeah? Get some value, then wait for a breakdown on a lower time frame. This is exactly how I trade. I'm happy to tell you. It's not, you know, it's not some big secret. It's simple price action. And then when we get that break of structure, yeah, we start taking price lower. Simple as that, guys. The real skill comes in being patient. Yeah, you've got to be patient because, you know, most traders are seeing this. Yeah, it's come back up. It's hit this last H1 high. And everyone's like, right, Tom, I'm selling it. I'm selling it. I'm selling it. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to. Yeah. But, you know, it takes patience to wait for that. This could be like 25 hours later. Yeah. And then we eventually get a break. Yeah. So don't get in at the early price, get in at the right price. And by the right price, I mean, let the market tell you that it's ready to come down. And it tells me it's ready to come down when we have a break on the H1 structure. You know, we could also get a break on H4 structure. Yeah, I'm willing to trade that as well, of course. But yeah, just wait for that structure breakdown. All right, guys. So yeah, that's how I would trade New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. So yeah, you were, all correct really. But yeah, we have to wait for these pullbacks. Imagine this, guys, as well. Yeah. Who hates sitting in drawdown? Yeah. If you sell here, you are going to potentially if you're selling here, you're just going to have pain. Maybe it doesn't come back down from here. Pain. Maybe it comes back down here. And just because you couldn't wait, you've taken all of this pain. Yeah. Whereas I'm willing to wait and get in here. All right, guys. So yeah, value. Right, guys. Hassan, do recent support resistances matter most, or the level with high touches? Good question, Hassan. I'm going to say both. Yeah. So basically, all I do, guys, is with my top-down approach, is plot support and resistance levels. Yeah, it's a good question. So based on how many touches, but also the most recent. So if you look at my level here, touched, excuse me, touched. This is a good level for this pair. Okay. And sure enough, it come down, broke this level, retested it, and has come down ever since. Okay. So that's the day chart. Then I drop down to the H4 chart, and I'm going to start plotting levels. Yeah. So what I take into consideration is how far would a pair want to retrace in order to get value, and touches in terms of historic price action has touched that level, and the most recent. So this level is exactly that. This level is the most recent level. There is no other level here. Yeah, there's no level here. It's not until here. And this hasn't touched loads of times, but once, twice, 3, 4 times. It's touched enough for it to become a level that I would consider. So yeah, I would look at that. There's also, you can see here, so I'm going to go back in time now. Yeah, like Michael J. Fox. Okay, so before all this price action happened, yeah, we can see we were at these lows here. Yeah, this gray zone held. Yeah, and we were still with H4 structure. It's still held, and price has come down. All right. So if you didn't get in up here, what am I then interested in? I am then interested in a break of this support. It's proven to be support. There's not loads of touches, but it's good support for this level, and it's for this pair, and it's the most recent. So basically, guys, all I want is a break of this level to confirm the continuation of trend, and then I want to retrace to this level and a bullish reaction. Okay, that's all I'm looking for, guys. I love that setup. These setups like this. Yeah, we buy. Yeah, or the reverse on a sell trade. We sell. Yeah, what was once resistance becomes support, or what was once support becomes resistance. I love this setup. If you only traded this setup, guys, you would have success. It happens on all time frames. It's just one that keeps giving. All right, so this is what we're looking for here. Yeah, this is all we're looking for, is a break retest. All right, so let's take a look. Let's play this along. Talk amongst yourselves. Actually, I'm going to go back in time. Let me stop this. Right, so first and foremost, this is usually everyone's reaction. Every retail trader, as soon as they see this break, yeah, which it is, they want to sell. Yeah, they want to sell. But most of the time, you're going to get a retrace to this level, okay? So let's play it on now. Yeah, don't trade the first break. Wait for a retest. Okay, so could we trade that candle? We could. Yeah, we could trade this candle. It is very bearish. Yeah, but you're sort of hitting into support here. All right, but let's play it along. Okay. Okay, and if you did get stopped out with this candle, yeah, maybe you did here, you do have another bite at the cherry. You could enter with this candle here, which also reacts at this gray zone. Buy here, sell here, put your stop here. All right, and then let's play this along. I would have hedged that. And then see what happens, guys. Yeah, and then eventually, same happens again. Yeah, we get a break of this level. Yeah, it's touched a couple of times. Really, ideally we want to see this again. And that's all we do, guys, is just keep following that break, retest, down, break, retest, down. We just want to keep seeing this price action. Okay, we just want to keep seeing this price action. So let's follow this down. Sometimes you won't get a retrace. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting one here. Okay, and then let me come out of this now, because this is where we are currently. Okay, and this is where we are currently, guys. So yeah, you can see here we didn't get a retrace to here, hence we didn't get any value to come lower. Yeah, so this trade I would just miss. But now same idea is applicable. We're looking for a retest to come lower. All right, guys, so that is price action, and that is how we trade it. All right, it's not rocket science, guys. Yeah, as long as you keep within your money management, risk management, try to use weekly, daily, H4 and H1 to keep you out of bad trades, get all the information you can. Trading is as simple as that and as difficult as that. Ed, welcome to founding member. Okay, hello Ed, founding member. Right, I'm going to give you some questions now. Let's do a little quiz. We're going to look at some trades and you're going to tell me how you would trade them. All right, so let's look at, I haven't, I'm just going to pick one of the most traded pairs, Euro US dollar. All right, so let's pick this pair. So guys, let's do this. Let's do a top-down approach for each pair. So Euro US dollar, guys, we're going to do a top-down approach. This is the weekly chart. All right. Now, what is the structure of the weekly chart? What's the trend of this pair, guys? You give me your answers. I'm going to have a drink. I has free pair. Do you remember Ali G? Reminds me of Ali. I has free pair. I bullish, bullish, bullish. Up. Okay. Thank you. I has free pair, Johnny and Ryan, and overall uptrend. Okay, overall uptrend bearish bias. All right, okay, I see what you're saying, but uptrend. This is in an uptrend. All right. Yeah, Leonard, buy. Okay, so yeah, it's in an uptrend, guys, on the weekly chart. Yeah, it is. It's not me telling you what I think or, you know, how I feel about the market. I don't care what people think or feel. I trade exactly what my strategy tells me to do according to structure, candlesticks, support and resistance, right? So that's in an uptrend. But yeah, if I said to you right now, yeah, would you buy this pair? It's in an uptrend, but would you buy it? Would you buy this pair? Yes or no? And why not? Hassan, no. Okay, Hassan is the one that answered, right? And I'm going to say good. Okay, so the trading guide, no, because it showed no confirmation. Okay, on lower time frames, all right. I hear you, but we're just looking at the weekly for now. No bullish candles to buy from. Good. Animals UK TV. Not now. We're heading towards equals and tapping into a week. Okay. No, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. No is the answer. We're in an uptrend, but look at last week's candle. Yeah. Look at all of these candles. Bearish, bearish. This candle I did actually like for potential buys, but the following week, bearish, bearish. So we're in an uptrend, but none of that is telling us to buy it. Yeah, quite the opposite. All right. So, you know, weekly, we have contradictions. So I wouldn't trade the weekly chart. Yeah, doesn't make sense. We're in an uptrend, but we're seeing nothing but sellers. All right. So like I say, guys, this is what I'm looking at. We're going to do a top-down approach together. So weekly, there's contradiction. If we now drop down to the day chart, okay, what's the trend? First of all, guys, what's the trend? Yeah, okay. Yeah, not a tricky one, guys. Yeah, this is clearly bearish. Yeah, we are in a bit of a range here. But then even now, just today, I wouldn't have sold this at the start of the day, but now it's broken this hedge. That it's broken this support zone. All right. So we've got weekly in an uptrend. Yeah, we've got daily in a downtrend. So, you know, I just wouldn't trade this pair. There's too much conflicting information. All right. If I had to trade it, you said, Tom, you have to trade it right now. Otherwise, we will stick pins in your eye. Then I would short it. I would short it down to this level. And bearing in mind, guys, this level is the last weekly low. Okay, so I would look for a retrace and short it down to this level. But then once we get to this level, we're in a bit of no man's land because we've got a weekly support level, but the daily is in a downtrend. So I just don't like euro. This is pretty much the same with pound US dollar as well. I just don't like this as a setup. Got too much conflicting information. All right, guys. So, you know, let's carry on. Let's carry on. Let's go to the H4 now. All right. And, okay. I mean, once we saw this candle, yeah, and we've broken this low, it would make sense to sell this back down to the grey zone. But again, would the risk to reward be there if you sell here, put your stop here? Okay, maybe you get the risk to reward. Okay, so yeah, and then we just take it back down to this level. But this level down here is going to be a really interesting, important level for euro US dollar. This is going to be the point at where we could potentially have a weekly change in structure, in trend. So for me, guys, yeah, I won't be trading euro US dollar until I see something happen at this level. So what do I want to see? So on the day chart, you know, if we start seeing some real bullish pushes away from this level, and eventually I'd like to see a daily break, a daily structure trend, then I would start buying this because of that weekly chart. Or alternatively, guys, it breaks this level and we're seeing a complete change in weekly direction as well. All right, guys. So yeah, it's all about this level. Okay, so yeah, and that's what I'm looking at. And so euro US dollar will not be a trade today. Let's have a look at, okay, let's have a look at your questions, guys. See if you've got any questions for me. Okay, so, all right, guys. So any questions, guys, you would like to ask me, feel free. I'm only here for a short, another 5 minutes or so, guys. Euro pound is a trade I was interested in. Yeah, this is a bit of a weekly play. Let's remove this. Okay, so this is a bit of a weekly play on euro pound. Yeah, so let's get rid of some of these old alarms. You can actually see what's going on. So euro pound on the weekly chart is in a downtrend, stroke range. So price is potentially ranging from here, you know, to here. All right. So I'm interested in continuing with weekly trend. All right, back down to these lows with euro pound. So the weekly chart tells me I can sell this pair. All right. The daily chart doesn't. All right. But we have had a nice bearish reaction because if you look at this, guys, we are clearly, yeah, in an uptrend still. So what would I need to see? So I like the weekly chart in terms of sells. What I want to see is a break of this low. Yeah, if price comes back down, yeah, and then we break this last low here, yeah, then I think we've got a nice trade back down to these lows. Because then weekly and daily makes sense. We've got a weekly downtrend, stroke range, and then the day chart also makes sense and, you know, coincides with the weekly trend as well, guys. All right. So, yeah, these are the things I'm looking for. Okay. Right, Hassan, do wick areas matter while drawing support and resistance? Yes, they do. Good question. I agree, Leonard. That is a good question. So let's take a look at one, guys. This is too choppy. Let's look at euro yen. No, where was the one that? This is interesting. Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. So, Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. This is the weekly chart. All right. So, for me, yeah, we have never broken this level. Why haven't we broken this level? Because this wick closed back inside this grey zone. All right. This wick closed back inside this grey zone. So for me, this grey zone, we can even remove this grey zone. Let me remove this. So for me, this grey zone hasn't broke because of those wicks. And now, because of those wicks, this weekly candle still hasn't broken because of this wick. I would only be interested in shorting Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar if we got a candle, yeah, that broke the lows of this wick. Then and only then would I be interested in selling this. All right. So the wicks are super important. Yeah. Super important, guys. So we still, believe it or not, still haven't had a break of this grey zone because of these wicks. All right. And it will be really interesting to see if this weekly candle closes back inside this wick. Say we get something like this. Then for me, we still haven't broken this level and I'm still not interested in selling it. So the wicks are super important when you plot support and resistance. Okay, so this up here, for example, yeah, you can see this level through here. Yeah, I have included all of the wicks because the wicks are important. And for me for structure to be considered, or a support and resistance level to be considered broken, I need to see a body of a candle, not the wick. I need to see a body of a candle break the highs of these wicks. All right. So wicks matter when it comes to support and resistance levels, but they don't matter when it comes to breaks. When it comes to breaks, I need to have a full-bodied candle that breaks the wick. All right. So yes, include wicks in your support and resistance levels. Yeah. What you'll usually find is this, exactly this, guys. Look, once you have a wick, you know, it comes down, takes out all these stops, and then shoots back up. So you must include the wick. Yeah, you must. Yeah, this is where some of the big boys are looking at. They're looking at these areas. All right. So yes, include the wick for your support and resistance levels. All right. Guys, if you are enjoying this content, could I ask you to join my channel? Yeah, my channel, I've got my own YouTube channel. It's called Simply FOREX. Yeah, the title is in the video title. Yeah, but just in case, guys, it is called Simply. I'm going to write it all out. Bear with me. Simply FOREX. Not simple, simply. Simply FOREX, guys. So if you're interested, you know, come join us. We'd love to have you on the channel. Yeah, so come join us, guys. We'd love to have you. Right, guys. It's been great having all your questions. Thanks for your time today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It'd be good to have you. Have a great trading week, and I will see you next time.